Welcome back to the second half of our commentary match. We are in the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Where else on this Wednesday evening for the game between Dortmund and Bayern Munich. The Dortmund players already out on the park. They can't wait to get to grips with Bayern again. Dortmund, I think, had a couple of chances. Roman Weidenfeller wasn't particularly called upon. The Dortmund goalkeeper Manu Neuer in goal for Bayern certainly was. What a fabulous save that was on 10 minutes from Kevin Grosskreutz. But Neuer was completely beaten 10 minutes from half-time when Lewandowski got his head to a Cuba cross, but could only put the ball against the post. So there's all to play for. Just to remind you again of the situation at the top of the table, Dortmund have pole position. They are 3 points ahead of Bayern, but Bayern have superior goal difference. 6 goals superior, in fact. So if Bayern can win, they not only take 3 points on goal difference, they go to the top of the table. A banana's thrown into the goal, kept by Manu Neuer. He manages to laugh about it. Very pleasant personality, the Bayern and German national team goalkeeper. Of course, the Dortmund fans haven't forgotten that he used to keep goal for their bitter rivals, Schalke. So we wait for the second half to get underway. This game going out to 200 countries worldwide. So referee Knut Kircher has got to start it right on the button. And off we go. No score yet, but Dortmund know that if they can win tonight, the title is almost certainly theirs. It will give them a 6-point lead with 4 games to go. A 6-point lead with 12 points to play for. And Dortmund still with 2 home games to come. Surely that would guarantee them retaining the title they took last season. Mats Hummels. Good ball to Kagawa, who had a pretty dismal first half by his own high standards. Lewandowski. Well taken by Manuel Neuer. Jupp Heynckes will probably have had a word or two to say to his side about the chances created by Dortmund. The two sides, by the way, still in the formations with which they started the game. Grosskreutz to Kagawa. Dortmund attacking their favourite end in the second half. Oh my goodness, how insulting can you not? But Manu Neuer came from Schalke, born and bred, said that Schalke would always be his club, and then went to Bayern Munich. The rivalry between Schalke and Dortmund. Schalke is a suburb of the town of Gelsenkirchen. The two may be 30 kilometres apart, the two cities, but bitter rivalry exists between them. Ribéry to Kroos. Kevin Grosskreutz comes away. Not efficiently enough, though. Grosskreutz making the interception. Somebody once asked Kevin Grosskreutz, who was born in Dortmund, what would you do if you had a son and he wanted to support Schalke? Grosskreutz said, "I'd put him in a home." That's how passionately they feel about things in this part of the world. The Ruhr Industrial District, it really is the heart of German soccer. Gundogan, bit of space on the right for Cuba. Supported by Piszczek. Goes for goal himself, but your chances of beating Manuel Neuer from about 30 metres out are slender indeed. Roman keeping the ball in play and at least winning the throw in. Lahm. Referee just having a little chat with Cuba about that challenge on Ribéry. It's possible at the European Championships in Poland and the Ukraine this summer that Joachim Löw, the German national team coach, could put out a side with 7 of the Bayern players involved that are on the park now. If Sebastian Schweinsteiger were included, that would make it 8. Gundogan. Great ball to Lewandowski, but he's on his own. Needs support. The ball drifting out a little too wide for Cuba. Back in the middle, and the header from Kagawa, but not enough power behind it to really test Manuel Neuer. Ribéry. Well, Robin wanted the ball and he wanted it faster. This is Alaba. Lewandowski. Well, there's just no way Kagawa was going to have any chance of getting that one. But here was a good one, though. Interesting to see the contrast between the two styles. Bayern always prepared, first of all, to retain possession, favouring a more measured build-up, but Dortmund, they strive to get into the box as quickly as possible. Cuba has got little change out of an outstanding young David Alaba tonight. 17 times that Alaba's played for Austria. Got an interesting background too as the young man. His dad's a Nigerian musician, would you believe? Robin. Oh, poor pass from Hummel, straight to Luis Gustavo. Ribéry. Dortmund's home record is quite staggering. They have been beaten once in their last 28 home games. And amazingly, that loss was to Hertha Berlin, who has second from bottom, Gomez. Kept in play. Dortmund's only home defeat to Hertha Berlin, who are on a direct relegation place now. Games between these two sides here have been pretty well balanced. If we take the last 6 encounters, I don't think we really need to go back further than that. Then Dortmund have won 2, Bayern have won 2, and 2 have been drawn. Grosskreutz to Gundogan, always probing, always looking to go forward. Ilkay Gundogan, Cuba. Kagawa, still Kagawa. Cleared well by Boateng. That is the end. Dortmund love to attack behind the goal of Manuel Neuer. All standing are 24,500 fans. Well, that youngster is hoping that the trophy is going to stay here in Dortmund. It's called the Ugly Salad Bowl, but it is the dream of every player to hold it aloft one day. The German Championship Trophy. The captains, Sebastian Kehl. It's a little too tight in the centre of that Bayern defence. Hummels. Nice dummy. Just delayed his pass a little too long, allowing Toni Kroos to recover. Alaba sprints down the left. The pass was too loose though. Luis Gustavo. That's a great ball to Thomas Müller. Lahm. Ribéry, can he get a shot in? The ball thumped away by Marcel Schmelzer. Well, we're just a couple of minutes away from the hour mark. That's when most coaches, if they haven't done so already, make their first substitution, and it looks like Bastian Schweinsteiger is going to be brought on. Boateng and Bartstuber have looked solid so far. They've had to deal with the pace of Robert Lewandowski, but have done so effectively up to now. Robben, centre field now. Alaba, he's got Ribéry outside him. That's the Frenchman. Still gets his cross in. Arjen Robben. Mario Gomez. And a feeble shot from Toni Kroos. Alaba. David Alaba has only started 12 games for Bayern, although he has actually played in nearly every one. This is Bayern's 30th game of the season, and it's David Alaba's 27th appearance. And with him now at left back is a fixture. Arjen Robben. Müller. A chance for Ribéry. Oh, that was a golden opportunity for the Frenchman. Zubacic couldn't really get much on it. Almost skimmed off the top of his head. And Ribéry, with Lucas Piszczek in close attendance, blasts the ball wide. So Bastian Schweinsteiger joins the action. Thomas Müller leaves it. What sort of a difference will this make? Schweinsteiger has only started 15 games, half Bayern's games, and he is their key player. Out of the side through, one must say, repeated injury. But he's back on now, wearing number 31. Can he make the difference? 88 appearances for the German national side, 22 goals. 1 goal every 4 appearances. That gives you an impression of how important Schweinsteiger is for Germany, and equally so for Bayern Munich. And he is still only 27 years of age, so if he stays free of injury, Schweinsteiger should chalk up well over a century of appearances for his country. Ribéry. Schweinsteiger getting the bird for some reason. I don't know how he would have incurred the wrath of the Dortmund faithful. Foul by Gundogan. Quite an expensive buy from Nuremberg in the summer. Ilkay Gundogan, 4 million euros. Dortmund shelled out for his services. Schweinsteiger. Luis Gustavo slipped as he played the ball to Robben. When Dortmund Only drew, I say only. It was an outstanding game, that 4-4 classic with Stuttgart, when Dortmund only drew with Stuttgart and therefore failed to collect 2 points, having to be satisfied with 1. It meant that Bayern were only 3 points behind, and with their better goal difference, those in charge at Bayern said, well, it's now in our own hands. We go to Dortmund. If we win there, then we go top of the table. It's a lovely ball to Ribéry. Ribéry dives. That should really be a yellow card for Ribéry. That was unimpressive. But of course, if Bayern fail to win here tonight, if they get 1 point and Dortmund get a point, then it will no longer be in Bayern's hands. Gomez, Ribéry. Offside given by Robert Kempter. That was tight. Well, this is Ribéry really falling over Piszczek. Polish international was on the ground and Ribéry fell over his ankle. Still, it is unbelievably tight here tonight. Ribéry against Subotic. Great pace from the Frenchman, who dives once again. Oh dear, oh dear. That was a marvellous tackle from Subotic. Clearly played the ball. And we see now the tackle, and then Ribéry going down as though he'd been fouled. That really is a sad part of our game, but fortunately it's only a handful of players who try to con the referee. I think a firmer hand by the official is required. A wasted opportunity. The ball played straight into the hands of Roman Weidenfeller. Marcel Schmelzer zooms away. Hasn't got the pace to outrun Luis Gustavo. Now Schmelzer's got more space. He's got Lewandowski in the middle. Grosskreutz. Gundogan is getting tight again. Dortmund been sucked into the middle of a crowd of Bayern defenders. They need a little bit more width. Sebastian Kehl, the oldest player on the Dortmund side at 32. The captain blasting it wide. Uli Hoeneß on the right, the portly figure of the Bayern president. Not looking too happy. Now there's Karl-Heinz Rummenigge adjusting his spectacles. Jupp Heynckes staying cool. That wasn't always the case at the beginning of his managerial career. Heynckes really used to get excited, very temperamental, but as he's got older he's calmed down a lot. Lahm, good ball to Robben, Ribéry. Excellent defence by Piszczek. Lukas Piszczek, one of the fastest players in the Bundesliga. So is Lewandowski. Cuba's had more trouble than he would have liked with Alaba on the right side of the park. Lewandowski. It's Kehl. We're now midway through the second half. The game has reached the three-quarter mark and still we wait for the first score. Hummels. Interception by Lahm. And there's Mario Gomez with the grey cap on. Oh, he'd love to be out there. Will he play against Schalke? Dortmund's bitter rivals at the weekend. Big question mark, possibility. Shinji Kagawa has had one of his weaker performances tonight. Misunderstanding between Piszczek. Kagawa didn't want it long, he wanted it short. The Dortmund fans will be rather happy to have seen the half-time scores that were put up on the electronic scoreboard. Schalke, who are in third place in the table, that's a Champions League spot, a direct qualifier for the group phase. They're down in Nuremberg in Bavaria, and they are trailing, well, they were at half-time, by 3-0. But Schalke still have a comfortable 8-point lead over Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are in fourth spot. The big difference, of course, is that if you've qualified directly for the group phase, you can reckon on a windfall of about 20 million euros. For Gladbach going into the qualifying phase, they can't make those sort of financial qualifications. They get a tough side like somebody like Tottenham Hotspur, could go out. Well, then, of course, there is the Europa League. Goal by Schweinsteiger on Lewandowski. Schweinsteiger, after his lengthy absence, could be a little off the pace. We're now in the final 20 minutes. There's nothing so far got past Jerome Boateng. Loose header out from Hummels. Robben now for Bayern Munich. Kroos has taken over the role played by Thomas Müller. Schweinsteiger and Gustavo, by the way, are the holding players now, and Toni Kroos has moved up into the attacking role, central attacking role. That's Kroos. One or two holes appearing in our Dortmund defence. I was looking at evaluation of the two teams in terms of market value, and the Dortmund team is worth only 40% of the Bayern side. But Bayern have more cash than any other club in the Bundesliga. They can afford to pay higher wages than anyone else, and of course that attracts quality players. This season, Bayern have spent, believe it or not, 44 million euros on new players. That's how much cash they've got in the bank. So, a couple of substitutions. I think Jurgen Klopp realises he needs to do something. The perennial sub, Ivan Perisic, is going to be brought on. And it looks like Maurice Leitner, the youngster, is going to join him. Leitner was 19 years of age. Now, what a chance. Kagawa hooks it past the left-hand post of Manu Neuer. There are the two subs, so who's coming off? Well, Ivan Perisic is going to sit down again. Little bit of handball from Ian Robin, spotted by our eagle-eyed referee. What a great game he's had. Definitely the man for the big occasion. Well, that doesn't surprise me that Shinji Kagawa's coming off. He really has been under par this evening, and İlkay Gündoğan, also not the best of evenings for him. Number 7, Moritz Leitner. He was on loan to Augsburg, German under-21 player, but Ivan Perisic, wearing number 14, he's a real star. Gomez, not a happy evening for him. Maybe Vica Olic, who it seems will be leaving Bayern at the end of the season. He can't get past Gomez. The system that Jupp Heynckes plays requires only one front man, and that, of course, has got to be Mario Gomez. And it means that Ivica Olic, who has an amazing work rate, Olic just doesn't get game time. He's started just once this season, and this is in the 30th game of the season, only the 17th time that Olic has put in an appearance. Quarter of an hour to go, so you can add up just how much game time he's had, and that's why he wants to move to another club. He's in the twilight of his career, is Olic, wearing number 11. This autumn turns 33. Ivan Perisic, he's also thought about whether he ought to be moving clubs because he's not getting a lot of game times. Croatian international. Big money buy at the start of the season from Bruges, $5.5 million. We're now well into the final quarter of an hour. Leitner, Schmelzer, turned inside by Perisic to Grosskreutz. Perisic has got space, he's got Lewandowski in the middle, and once again outstanding defence. That youngster has got an absolutely dazzling future ahead of him. David Alaba has not put a foot wrong all evening, the 19-year-old. Grosskreutz, it's in the back of the net! And I think that Manu Neuer was unsighted. 76 minutes gone. It's 1-0 for Borussia Dortmund. The home fans go absolutely wild. Once again, Schmelzer headed away, and it's fired in by Kevin Grosskreutz. I think there was a touch from Robert Lewandowski. Let's just check. Oh, it was the back heel that fooled Neuer. From our commentary position, it looked like he was unsighted, but it was that little flick with the sole of his boot by the Polish international Robert Lewandowski. That is goal number 20, and I bet that has got to be the most important of them all. Jurgen Klopp does his usual leaping in the air celebrations. He's going to get a double hernia one day, the Dortmund coach, if he's not careful. So, the stalemate is broken. Lewandowski, goal number 20. That goes Weidenfeller. And the noise here in the Signal Iduna Park is absolutely deafening. That is what soccer is all about. It's passion pure here. Schalke have got tremendous support. So have Bayern Munich, but believe you me, without treading on any fans' toes, this is where you come to watch soccer. The crowd support Dortmund from start to finish. I don't know how many decibels they rack up, but it has your eardrums vibrating. What have Bayern got left in the tank? They're famous for pulling out all the stops right at the end. Is that the goal from Robert Lewandowski that sees the title go once again to Borussia Dortmund? There are 12 points to play for, remember, after this game, and Dortmund's programme is a lot tougher than Bayern Munich's. Just to reiterate, it's Schalke away at the weekend, and then Dortmund have to travel to Mönchengladbach on a Champions League spot. Tough opposition. They then go to Kaiserslautern, who are bottom of the league and look like absolute certains for relegation, but then they entertain Freiburg. Kaiserslautern and Freiburg, they look like banker victories for Dortmund, and if the scoreline remains as it does for the next 10 minutes, that will be enough to see Dortmund stay champions. But Bayern Munich will not give up until the championship has been decided mathematically. Lewandowski, dispossessed by Schweinsteiger. Good tackle by Cuba. Subotic down the park, looking for Ivan Perisic. Excellent control by the Croatian. Oh, this is nail-biting stuff. Throw for Dortmund. Well, I hope there's nobody with a weak heart amongst those Dortmund fans. Perisic. Oh, that's a Bayern ball. Headed out by Kroos, fired in, and there was no offside. Of all people, it was Arjen Robben back in defence who played Robert Lewandowski onside. I bet the Dortmund fans like that. Bayern got off to the scintillating start that took them right through into November. Uli Hoeneß's face speaks volumes, doesn't it? But it's not over yet, Uli. Don't lose faith. Your Heynckes certainly won't. Up to round 13, Bayern were on top of the table. Then came Dortmund and a 1-0 win. And since then, Bayern's fortunes fluctuated. They've steadied the ship in the Champions League and in the league over the last 9 games. But with 7 minutes to go in the most important of matches, the clash of the Titans. As you can imagine, the press have had an absolute field day in preparation for this one. Field day, field week. Badstuber. Next week, by the way, sees the first game in the semi-final of the Champions League. Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. But if Bayern suffer defeat here today, will that affect their confidence, their self-belief for the visit of the Spanish table toppers? Real themselves over the last few weeks have seen an enormous 10-point lead over Barcelona dwindle to just one. Lots of questions opening up in the van of that first semi-final. Alaba, Gustavo, was Ribéry to Robben. Good save by Weidenfeller, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Once again, let's look at that in slow motion. Ribéry through to... Well, there seemed to be no contact made with the ball. Once again, a correct decision. That is a foul. That is a definite penalty. Arjen Robben versus Roman Weidenfeller. Oh, he saved it! He saved it! Can you believe it? Oh, and Subotic had a word to say to Robben as he ran past. Is that save by Roman Weidenfeller worth the title? Poorly struck by Robben. There goes Subotic to have a word with him. No love lost there. Oh dear. But it just shows how taut the nerves are here in the Signal Iduna Park tonight. The fans biting their nails down to the quick. 4 minutes to go, and Bayern, have they relinquished what was their best opportunity of the evening to draw level once again? Arjen Robben really scuffing his shot, and Ole Werner sinks back in his seat. I think he realises that that could be goodbye to the title. But still, let's not be premature. Even with just 3.5 minutes to go, Bayern have already shown that they can bounce back. We've had 4 substitutions. Maybe the 4th official, Volker Wetzel, will add on a little time, precious time with regard to Bayern. Heart-stopping time, though, if you're a Dortmund fan. That was a good challenge by Alaba. For my money, Alaba, the star of the Bayern side this evening. Now, this is another opportunity. Incredible. The drama is simply unbelievable. Alaba, what a game he's had. Olic can't get anything on it, but Weidenfeller can. Luis Gustavo. Franck Ribéry, 2.5 minutes to go. Bayern giving it everything. There's Boateng up in attack. Out wide is Robben. Ribéry trying to work a 1-2. Franck Ribéry. This is Philippe Lam. Subotic. Luis Gustavo slips as he prepares to fire that goalwards. Lucas Piszczek saves the corner. It's a throw in. The referee indicates. Another substitution. It's going to be Kubo, trots off. And that is Patrick Owomoyela. Can't get in the side at right back because of the continuing excellent form of Lucas Piszczek. So, a defender brought on to try and stem the final tide from Bayern Munich. Headed out by Piszczek and hooked downfield. Badstuber getting there before Lewandowski. As Kroos went into the last minute of normal time as Hummels hacks away. Away goes Lewandowski. He will certainly hold on. Free kick. A push in the back. Dortmund will be in no hurry to take this one. And the referee, 89.5 minutes play, manages a smile. I must say, it has been an excellent performance by the referee. He's let the game flow, but he's kept a very firm grip on everything. It's nice to be able to praise the official. They come in for so much flack. 2 minutes remain. That is the time to be added on. Can Bayern grab an equaliser to keep themselves 100% still in the title chase? Defeat would add a completely different complexion. Oh, off the bar, and Robben blasts it over. That was nearly an own goal, and Arjen Robben, from a metre out, hammers it over the bar. You can't write this stuff. If you read it in a book, you'd never believe it. But it's happening here and now in the Signal Iduna Park. Weidenfeller was beaten, and Arjen Robben, Jupp Heynckes. Well, you just can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Uli Hoeneß, he'd have put that in himself. Well. Schweinsteiger complaining to the referee. Bayern need to look to themselves and not to the official. A missed penalty and the ball ballooned over the bar from 2 strides out. That has nothing at all to do with the referee. 40 seconds to go. 40 vital seconds. And away goes Robert Lewandowski. Chips it off the bar. Staggering. Absolutely staggering. Well, he said at the end of the Stuttgart game here, the last time Dortmund played at home, could not be beaten, but I will give you the last 10 minutes of this thriller here. A missed penalty, a glorious opportunity for Bayern, and then Dortmund with a chance to clinch it. And the crossbar saving Bayern from going 2 down. 7 seconds over the time added on. Jurgen Klopp and the Dortmund bench want to hear that final whistle. It will be music to their ears. 22 seconds over. How much is the ref going to add on? Badstuber. Poor header. Owomoyela. First touch for him. Loses out to David Alaba, to the outstanding David Alaba. And is Is it over? Yes, it is. The Dortmund bench stream onto the park. There are hugs, embraces all round. Dortmund have taken a titanic stride towards retaining the title they took last season. They have a 6-point lead over Bayern Munich. Jurgen Klopp pats his heart. I bet he's got a pulse rate of 200. There was so little to choose between the two sides. But in 77 minutes, Robert Lewandowski got the sole of his boot onto a shot from Kevin Grosskreutz. It was enough to deflect it past Manu Neuer for the only goal of the evening. But think of those chances. Roman Weidenfeller bringing down Arjen Robben for the penalty. Robben took it himself. What is the old adage? If you get brought down in the box, let someone else take the spot kick. That wasn't the case. And at the end, panic in the Dortmund defence. The back header coming off the crossbar with Weidenfeller beaten. And from just a couple of metres out, Arjen Robben, who could have grabbed the equaliser, blasted it over the bar. A sad evening for the Dutch international. Philip Lahm's expression says it all, and so does the face of Uli Hoeneß. Dortmund now have everything in their own hands. It will be only their fault if they fail to clinch the title. But with 12 points still available and a lead of 6 points, it is going to take a disaster for Dortmund not to be the Bundesliga champions for the second time in succession. It's been a thrilling evening here in the Signal Iduna Park. Not so thrilling if you're a Bayern fan, but my goodness, the visitors had their chances. Dortmund, over 90 minutes, marginally, and I would say no more than that, because of the chances they created, marginally the better side. From me, Alan Fountain, in the Dortmund Stadium. Hope you enjoyed tonight's clash of the Titans. It ended Dortmund 1, Bayern Munich 0. From me, thanks for your company. Stay with us till the end of the season. Bye for now.